Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Aishwarya. So this is a very random chit chat video. I just wanted to record this because I did not want to forget this moment. So basically I revisited my childhood house today. तो जिस घर में मैं अभी रहती हूँ, this is our new house. न्यू मतलब इसको भी 10 साल हो गए. वी शिफ्टेड हियर इन 2012 आई थिंक. 2012 में हम लोग यहाँ शिफ्ट हुए. आई वॉज 12 years old, 12-13 years old. So for first 12 years of my life I lived in a different apartment, different house, and now we live in a different one obviously. I somehow am still very much attached to our new house, so much that अभी भी जब मुझे रात को कभी सपना आता है दैट आई एम इन अ हाउस, आई एम वॉचिंग अ टीवी इन अ हाउस, आई एम इन्वाइटिंग माई फ्रेंड्स, कोई भी हाउस रिलेटेड अगर कुछ होता है तो मुझे अभी भी सपने में वही घर दिखता है. मुझे लगता है कि मैं उसी घर में रह रही हूँ. हालांकि आई एम अ 22-year-old पर्सन. अभी मेरा पूरा लाइफ अलग है. आई हैव न्यू फ्रेंड्स, आई एम अ ग्रोन अप पर्सन नाउ, पर फिर भी मुझे लगता है कि मैं उसी घर में रह रही हूँ. दैट्स हाउ मच अटैचमेंट आई हैव विद दैट हाउस. So 4 or 5 years back, I think 3-4 years back, my father sold that house, and luckily my mama bought it. One of my mamas bought it, so it's not like some strangers are living there and I have no way to go there, or I still like it. My mama lives there, so I can go there anytime I want to and I can spend my time there. But for the first time in these 10-12 years, yesterday I went there for a sleepover, me and my mother, for the first time in all these years. So I went there with my mom, and it was the most amazing experience of my life, because I don't know, it's a weird connection that I have with that house. I'm obsessed with it and I love every bit of it. This house where I live right now, it's bigger than the old one. The interior here is nicer. It's more it's decorated nice. It's very modern, very chic, and everything of that sort. But I still would switch houses in a heartbeat. It won't even take me 2 seconds to go back to my old house. That's how much I am connected to it. I mean, of course we left it because हमको छोटा पड़ रहा था. Our grandparents visit us a lot, so we needed bigger space. And of course for my parents it was sign of growth, right? So they bought a new house and it was a sign of growth. I totally get it. I really understand it. और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि बहुत कुछ अलग ही सिटी में हम शिफ्ट हो गए, अलग ही एरिया में चले गए. वी लिव इन द सेम फ्रिकिन एरिया, वी लिव इन द सेम सोसाइटी. तो ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं है कि कुछ अलग ही चला गया, बट आई स्टिल एम वेरी वियर्डली कनेक्टेड टू दैट हाउस. सो yesterday I went for a sleepover at my mama's place, aka our old house, and I spent the night there. So in the evening, we had this, अभी ऐसे समर शुरू होने की शुरुआत है. सो देर इज दिस, इट्स लाइक अ टिपिकल स्मॉल होम टाउन काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग, यू नो. तो ऐसे अकोला में जैसे बहुत जल्दी पता चल जाता है कि भाई अब समर आ गया, बिकॉज इट गेट्स रियली हॉट एंड रियली ह्यूमिड. यू कांट इवन इट्स हॉरिबल. तो यहाँ बहुत जल्दी पता चल जाता है कि समर आने वाला है. सो वी हैड दिस टिपिकल समर नाइट स्लीप ओवर्स दैट वी डू, मतलब कार्ड्स और बहुत सारी बातें, आइसक्रीम, लाइक अ टिपिकल समर स्लीप ओवर, एंड आई हैड सो मच फन. सो आई वेंट देयर येस्टरडे और सब लोग ऐसे बैठे थे, एंड आई गॉट अ फोन कॉल फ्रॉम अ फ्रेंड. सो आई वॉज इन द balcony ऑफ माई ओल्ड हाउस टॉकिंग विथ अ फ्रेंड, एंड देन आई सॉ balcony के नीचे मैंने देखा, तो it's this perks of hometown, you know, that you get to see everybody pass. You can interact with them, and that's why I like small hometowns. I mean small towns. I have a thing for it. तो I was standing in my balcony talking to a friend, और मुझे सारे मेरे बचपन के दोस्त लकीली वहाँ से गुजर रहे थे. तो तेरे लगा तू यहाँ क्या कर रही है, एंड हाय कैसी है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट हैपेंड. एंड I don't know, I just feel so weird. और तब से मेरे दिमाग में यही चल रहा है कि man, I had such a different life there. हम लोग इतना अलग ही लाइफ तब जी रहे थे. देन my two best friends, who are still my best friends, they happen to live on the second floor of the same building. So she actually left for Bhopal today in the morning. So yesterday night I went at her place at 12:30 in the night to meet her, to pack her bags, to help her pack, and it felt so great. It was such a wholesome moment. And then I came back और हम लोगों ने बहुत बातें की, आइसक्रीम खाया, कार्ड्स खेला, and then we slept. Next morning I woke up, I went to the balcony again, and it felt so good. I can't even, it was so overwhelming that I could not even talk for a minute, and it might felt exaggerated. ऐसा लग सकता है कि यार इतना क्या हो, इतना कुछ big deal भी नहीं है. But for me it was too much. For my mom it was like not that big of a deal. Like she has moved on actually, so she was like, yeah, so what? But I couldn't take it. I was so overwhelmed. Then my mommy made pohe, and I am a big fan of pohe. I love pohe. So I was in that moment at my favorite place in this whole world, eating my most favorite food, और मुझे इतना अजीब लग रहा था. I was so happy, like so happy that I couldn't take it. इतनी खुशी मुझे बर्दाश्त ही नहीं हो रही थी कि यार मैं क्या करूं. And I slept like a baby. I don't remember sleeping this crazy. It felt so good. I did not expect this, and I'm not even sure why I'm shooting this and why I will be uploading this if I upload this. It's just, it was my moment, and I had so much fun. And I'm shooting this because I want people to see this and maybe revisit a part of their childhood. There's my father doing this because he thought I was crying. So I'm making this video because I think it would be really nice to revisit your childhood, because it felt great. It made me think of so many nice memories, and I got to meet my friends again, and a part of me that is old, and it felt really good, you know. Then again, change is part of life, and you eventually have to move on. I was telling my mom कि भाई जी में तो रणबीर कपूर बोलता है कि अगर कहीं पे जाना है तो कहीं से निकलना बहुत जरूरी है, and all of that. I'm in a very filmy mood today. Either it's this, or I think I'm totally PMSing or whatever, but it felt really nice. और usually ऐसा होता है कि every time I do a sleepover, like I go on a sleepover, next morning I want to come back home. I'm like, I go crazy. I just want to go home. और पता नहीं मेरा, I don't even do breakfast the next morning. I just want to go home. It's that clear for me. Even when I go at my friend's house for a sleepover, I'm like, next morning I have to come at home because I feel the most comfortable at my house. लेकिन पता नहीं आज सुबह मैं वहाँ उठी, and I was like, I was so chill. I was like relaxing, having fun, talking. I did not feel that urge to come home because I was like, इससे और घर क्या हो सकता है, ये घर ही तो है. Sorry, but again, so I made this video for you guys. If you're watching this, I'm not even sure if I'll be uploading this. I'm shooting this actually for my my collection. I want me to go back to this video and exactly feel how I am feeling right now, because this moment is precious for me. And this is my space on the internet, where I get to be myself, where I get to share what I feel. And I would really like maybe suggest people, if you're watching this, I would really recommend this. Revisit your childhood, full stop. It doesn't have to be a physical place. It doesn't have to be like a house. It can be anything. Maybe a friend, you can call a friend. It feels really great. Yeah, that's it. This video is really random and very, very, very random. I might not post this, but it feels great to talk about it. And that house is so freaking beautiful. So I'm so blank. जैसे door होता है, जो main door होता है, उस पे वो एक there is this hole जहाँ से दिखता है कि कौन आया है. So my father made two, what are those called there? So एक, it's for an adult and there is one for a kid size. तो जब हम छोटे थे, we were like this, इतने से थे हम लोग, और वहाँ से हम देखते थे. या today, like it अलग ही मुझे लगा. In 2005 and 6 यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया था. So there was no running water. So tanker आता था and we had to go and get water. So my parents were so crazy that they got us buckets. So obviously every adult in the society would go and get water for the house, for the household. They even got us buckets. Like, we were so involved in that. My brother was 3-year-old and he had a small bucket. Like, both of us had these tiny buckets, colorful buckets, that we would go and we would feel so great कि हम लोग वहाँ जा रहे हैं and we are contributing, like it's our contribution to our house, and it felt so great and it brought back so many memories. It felt really nice. Again, this is a very random video and it got ugly real soon, but again, this is my space on the internet where it was just a chair, nothing else, guys. So it's my space on the internet where I get to be me, and part of me is this where I cry like a baby for no freaking reason. So yeah, revisit your childhood and tell me your experiences in the comment section below, and also tell me how you move on, because I think it's the right time to start. And I'm so glad that my mama bought that place. Agar wo koi aur hota, I would have gone mad. I'm not even kidding. I'm so glad that I still get to go there. I can spend a lot of my time there. I can go there and sleep. I'm so glad. And that person is the nicest person on this earth. The person who bought that house is, I'm sure there is a reason my father sold that house to that man. That man deserves it. That man, like, he's the nicest person there is. So no complaints there. But again, your house, it feels nice. It's a very random video. I should stop. Okay, bye. And plus my father thinks I'm crying, so I have to go and tell him that I'm not sad. Okay, bye.